Greetings, YouTube. LMS Tactical here. I hope everybody's doing good. A few warnings. If you are offended by foul language or anything that might even slightly be considered conservative, then you're on the wrong channel. I'll probably offend you, so this is your chance to leave. And if you are offended, I don't want to hear about it because you were warned. So this is an impromptu one-sided discussion on something that I just, we've all been thinking about it. I mean, anybody that's awake's been thinking about it. And I'm sorry for the shaky camera here. But, yeah, I got to hold my cell phone, so I'm alive. It's going to shake. But it takes me a while to get rolling here because I have no idea what I'm going to say here. I just know the subject matter, which is, I think it's time that we all openly, publicly, and amongst our family members and even our associates at work, we need to start acknowledging what is actually occurring here in the United States of America. And it really affects the rest of the world, too. I know I have a lot of viewers from South Africa, a lot of subscribers. It doesn't matter where you're at because the agenda that is to destabilize and take down the United States is already in place everywhere else in the world. It's just we have a little bit of a problem for we cause a little bit of a problem for the globalist, the New World Order folks that want to just so easily swoop in and uproot systems that work. And the problem that we have is the Second Amendment, and that has caused them nothing but grief, and it's slowed down their plans to completely fuck up the Western civilization. And a lot of this will sound like conspiracy theory, and not too many years ago I would have written it off and did write it off as conspiracy theory. But unlike so many liberals, I am willing to listen to all sides and really research and do my homework. And then I add a little thing that they're not, for some reason they avoid it, but that is actually thinking things through and coming up with my own conclusion, regardless of what Fox News or anybody else or my friends tell me. So, and that's what I ask everybody to do. Draw your own conclusions. I mean, everything that we're going to talk about or I'm going to talk about is right in front of your face. It's just a matter of whether or not you have the ability or the guts to comprehend it and to acknowledge it. What I'm talking about is a long 6-hour conversation that I'm going to try to condense down to just, minutes. And, the most current evidence, I was going to come right out and say it. We are not only facing a attempted takedown of a city of a duly elected president of the United States. I'm going to take it a step further, but I want to give one quick caveat. I am in no way advocating anybody act or commit violence or whatever. This is not like some fucking coded message to some nutcase out there that thinks that, looks to YouTube for his clues. This is a very, very concerned and very upset patriotic American who has worn many uniforms and sworn the oath to protect the United States and the Constitution against all enemies, foreign and domestic, multiple times. And there's a lot of me's out there. And most of the me's can't speak openly because they work, and there is no free speech anymore anywhere in the world. America was the last bastion of free speech, which used to actually be protected mostly by Democrats of yesteryear. That was one of their big things, was they insisted on free speech, and now it's only free speech if it's speech that promotes their political agenda. So let's just call it what it is, all right? It's a lot worse than the Democrats being upset that they lost to Donald Trump. What we have seen and what we continue to see, and I know these are extreme words, is a slow attempt of assassination of not only our elected president, but everything he stands for, and an assassination of what we voted for, what those patriotic Americans like myself, what we love about America, what the rest of the world strived to be like until they were beaten down one by communism or multiculturalism, and it's all the same fucking goal, which is to cause chaos and uproot anything that is even slightly connected with Western values and Western civilization. And so, unlike the assassinations that happened to Lincoln and Kennedy, this is a concerted effort by groups and individuals to literally destroy our president, our great president, Donald Trump, one way or the other. And, I was talking to a friend of mine who's very, I'll be doing a video with him soon, and you'll be able to hear it from him, whatever he's comfortable talking about. This guy's, he's either the best bullshitter that ever walked down the fucking street, or he's one of the most intelligent guys I've ever not met. And I'll save that surprise for an upcoming video. He's a South African guy, and he's got his shit together. How you doing, Larry? But you guys will know who I'm talking about. Anybody that's on top of shit. So, Brother Larry. Man, I could talk to that guy all fucking day. Anyways, don't let your head get big, dude. The guy's right now going, that's right. That's me. Listen. I'm a simple dude. I'm a black and white guy. I know that rubs a lot of people the wrong way. I live my life in black and white because gray area is chaos, and I don't fucking operate very well in chaos, where shit can be one way today and one way tomorrow. And if you want to be a man today, but you can be a fucking woman tomorrow, I don't operate in that world. I operate in the realistic world of black and white. There's right and there's wrong, and there's really no fucking middle ground. Now, I was talking to this guy, my buddy, and he sewed a few things together. Some of what he said I knew about, and I hadn't really pieced it together the way he did, because he is just like a wordsmith and a historical fucking genius. And I'll gloss over it. I mean, we were all taken aback by the hang on a second. I'm in the middle of a YouTube video, brother. What's up? I don't know. All right, hang on. I'll be out after I'm done with it. I'm recording right now. So, where was I talking about? Oh yeah. So we were all taken aback by this arrival of Barack Hussein Obama, and he was this young black, allegedly black. Hi, Mason. Look at my doggy. Look, he's looking for trouble. Mason, what are you sniffing for? What are you looking for? But somebody's gonna be like, hey, the guy's got explosives on his desk. These are batteries for an airsoft gun. My nephew wants to get into airsoft. And so I was trying to figure out what the hell's wrong with my airsoft gun over here. It's that black one right there. Anyways, you never know. I mean, people are always looking for ways to fuck you. LMS has got bomb-making components. I mean, fucking idiots. Mason, what are you doing in here? You get out of here. I'm trying to make a video. Sorry about this, but look, man, when you watch my videos, they're long and they're fucking scatterbrained, just like I am. Get out of here. I'm making a video. So, this guy, Barack Obama, shows up out of fucking nowhere. He's a young senator from New York, I think, and was a guy that did nothing. No, none of us. Anybody that had a brain didn't know who the fuck he was. And as I've said on other videos about Obama, I didn't dislike the guy. That's not why I didn't vote for him. Oh, you're a racist. That's why. Yeah, whatever. Everybody's a racist if they don't agree with you. But I didn't trust him because I was like, two things bothered me. Who the fuck is this dude? And why are so many people just instantly in love with this guy? I mean, the guy could do no fucking wrong. That was a major red flag. So, come to find out that, and I know a lot of people are going to think this is insanity, but look, there are other, and I'll let somebody else tell this story in more detail, more accuracy, but Obama didn't just stumble into the political arena and end up in the White House. Obama was deliberately picked and placed and put to where he was. Hillary, who was all geared up to, and I'm going somewhere with this, who was all geared up to win the election that year, was told in no uncertain terms, hey man, we need this guy to get in the White House. He'll do 8 years, but after that 8 years, you will be the fucking person that is elected. And she was okay with that because there was no way she could fail. You know, she was guaranteed by the big guns. I think the Bilderbergs were involved in that. Whatever. And so life went on, and Obama began his slow dismantling and disrespecting of the very fabric of the United States, placing criminals into revered law enforcement agencies that were the envy of the world, our great FBI, you know, having people in the FBI that were able to recruit other people who did not remember their oath and who were not. Listen, every police department has had its bad people infiltrate and they end up going to jail. The FBI is no different. Every FBI agent gets up in the morning and takes a shit and picks his nose, and they're no different than you or I. But we trust them, and I trust them, and I want to trust them. But they have been fucked with very, very corrupt, dirty fucking agents or alleged agents that want to fucking work for a political outcome, which is completely not their job. And any FBI agent that is wearing that badge or carrying that badge that is not concerned with rooting those scumbags out and regaining the beautiful reputation of our FBI, then they're part of the problem too. Silence is consent, and there's no other fucking way around it. That's my black and white thinking, and that's the way I'm gonna fucking go to my grave. So if you wear a badge for fucking Mayberry RFD and the only other cop in the fucking little small town is a fuck up, then you have an obligation to expose him and get him to fuck out. And if you work for the FBI or the CIA or the NSA, you are fucking entrusted by the people of this country to do the right thing, and that is to protect this country and its constitutional values, not to undermine them because you personally don't fucking like them. Your personal beliefs don't mean jack shit when you're fucking carrying that badge that this society entrusted you with. Don't ever forget that. And I don't give a fuck if you're an agent just out of fucking Quantico or you're some fucking top dude in charge of the NSA. Do your goddamn job and fucking honor your oath. Otherwise, you deserve to fucking hang. And that's the fucking truth. Because we're talking about the survival of the Western world and Western and, dare I say it, Christian values and a civilization that is founded on the documents that were created and put together and bled for by our forefathers and everybody that's ever died in every other battlefield between then and now. So fucking Hillary is guaranteed she's going to get the White House. Obama's running around telling the world how fucked up we are, and he's sorry about how fucked we are. He's bowing to fucking other world leaders. You know, he's disrespecting his office. He's making a mockery of the fucking White House. He very subtly is uprooting everything that were the social norms of this country for so long. The police were no longer the good guys. The police were stupid and fucked up, and those are little subliminal nod and winks, or winks and nods, to go out and start killing cops. And under Obama, look how many cops started getting executed and blown away, because when the very leader of the free world exposes the fact that he hates fucking cops, what do you think Johnny fuckstick crack dealer is going to do? You think he's going to capitulate when a cop asks him to fucking, turn around, put his hands behind his head? No. He's got Obama's backing. And that is what started this whole fucking shit about fucking fry 'em like bacon and all this other shit. Black Lives Matter, all this other fucking divisive racist bullshit. You know? And he launched the rocket of this racism bullshit where, the old tactic of, I'm going to call you what I am so that immediately negates me from being responsible. So all these fucking racists, black, white, and purple, are calling everyone else a racist so that so immediately we can't fucking identify them as racist, which is absolute bullshit. Anybody that calls anybody a racist anymore is automatically a cocksucker in my book. You fucking idiots have taken that word and you've completely neutered it to the point where it doesn't mean anything. It just doesn't fucking mean anybody. Is anybody? You remember the days when somebody would insinuate that you're a racist, and you'd immediately go, oh my God, no, wait, no, I'm not a racist. I'm married to an African American, and my children are half black, and you do anything you could to fucking get out of it. And now people call us a racist, and we're like, yeah, that's fine. What'd you guys eat for dinner last night? Nobody gives a fuck anymore. It's got no power. That's the beauty of it. So thank you, Obama. So then, fucking, the power of the fucking silent masses derailed everything. You got Obama putting shit into place, fucking up different law enforcement agencies, moving people around, appointing fucking judges, whatever, pushing this fucking communist socialist bullshit agenda like a little lapdog working for the fucking CIA or whoever the fuck put him in there. And this group of deep state people within the deep state that fucking want to, I don't know what their fucking goal is. I used to think it was all propaganda. Maybe they want to fucking get rid of half the population because the world's too crowded. Who knows? There's a lot of evidence to support that shit. So, whatever the case, then the election comes up, and when Trump came down those escalators, and the silent masses were seeing what was going on, and they'd had it up to their fucking ears with this Obama bullshit for 8 years. They came out of the woodwork. These cocksuckers, they had control. The liberals had control of the media, Hollywood. There were movies and documentaries all geared toward getting Hillary elected. Hillary was handed the questions on the debates by that other fucking racist black chick out of Texas. Uh, you know, Everybody. What was the girl that fucking, all of this fucking shit, man. The video, the fake video of that was supposedly to blame for Benghazi. All of this shit, they were operating with absolute impunity, man, destroying shit, bleach bidding, fucking you name it, committing federal crime after federal crime with a smirk and a smile on their face, because there was no fucking way that they were not going to control the White House and put the final nail in the coffin of fucking the United States. Because if Hillary would have been elected, by now we'd be in civil war. Because she would have moved very quickly to bring in the United Nations into our, they already tried little bullshit under Obama where the United Nations was supposed to have some control over law enforcement in this country. I mean, what? And they would have brought in the UN and tried to confiscate guns and blah, 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 blah. And people wouldn't have stood for it, and there'd be fucking bloodstains on every corner of this country. So, Trump comes down the escalator, I believe through divine intervention, and threw a wrench in the works, because at first they kind of laughed it off, didn't they? They had no idea that there were so many people that were fed up with this bullshit and wanted America to get back to where it was. The greatest country that ever existed. And I didn't say faultless, but the greatest. So, that fucked them up, and now, to get back to the original idea of the video here, is now we see what the fuck's going on. For a long time, everybody was like, God damn, man, this Trump derangement syndrome. How long is it going to take before these cocksuckers get over this shit? You lost the election, get over it. It is so much deeper than that. They didn't just lose an election. Now the masses, the people that are all fucking buying into the fact that, buying into the lie that Trump's a racist and he's xenophobic and he fucking hates women and all the bullshit that all of us know is couldn't be further from the truth. Those people excluded. They're just useful idiots. They're just sheep that repeat whatever their fucking liberal friends and family tell them. They cannot think for themselves. They don't want it. It hurts. It hurts to be somebody to stand up in a fucking crowd and go, hey, you're wrong, cocksuckers. It hurts to be the motherfucker that stands up and fucking says, hey, the emperor's got no clothes on, bitches. I got no respect for anybody that doesn't do that. Because I don't give a fuck if I'm standing here in front of, I don't care who's in front of me, man. If I think something's right, I'm going to stand up for it. That doesn't make me great. Hopefully that's an inspiration to other people, other liberals that might have stumbled into this thing, man. There is nothing more awesome and honorable than sticking up for what you think is right and what you know is right, even when everyone around you is telling you you're wrong. That makes you a fucking hero. So, when they fucking lost this election that they absolutely had in the bag, they've had to fucking panic, because this is the thing. A lot of people are frustrated. Now, we may play this video back years from now. Somebody may watch it and comment, man, were you wrong? I hope I'm not. I have to believe. It's not that I believe. I have to believe this. That justice is coming. because there's only two options here for the going forward for the future of America. So Trump wins the 2020 election, which we know he will, unless they really fucking do something crazy. Shortly after that victory, there had better be some fucking justice, because America will not survive and the West will not survive if the Clintons, the fucking the FBI, Peter Strzok, these fucking people that put together the dossier, the fucking criminals that fucking helped Hillary destroy evidence, all of these fucking people, and the ones that we don't know about, the hundreds that we don't know about that are woven deep into the FBI, NSA, and fucking, who knows, man, the fucking Podunk Sheriff's Department, from the top to the bottom. The Drain the Swamp was not just some cool bumper sticker. There better be fucking indictments, and there better be executions. Because if there is nobody fucking help, look, the laws are still on the books. I think the last guy that we executed for treason was Private Slovik, a World War II traitor, some young private that got fucked over. So it used to be a movie. There was a movie year when I was a kid, The Execution of Private Slovik. There might have been another one. But the point is, the laws are still on the books. We need to execute, and I mean publicly fucking hang, right at Guantanamo Bay, big names, no matter who, because the justice is blind. And if we don't hold fucking people accountable to the fucking extreme this time around, this time where America has been tested greater than it was tested during the Revolutionary War, for the love of God, greater than it's been tested during the Civil War. There has never been a test, because what we're looking at now is what I started this video with, an assassination attempt on the idea, the very idea of America. America is under attack from within and from without, from multiculturalism to you name it. I just, go on YouTube and check out you got Sharia Muslims patrolling New York, the Brooklyn, New York, in police cars or cars that look like police cars, with fucking flashing strobe lights, in absolute violation of every vehicle code, everything. They don't care. It's complete lawlessness. It's shit that none of us should sit down for. None of us should sit down for it. But it was all orchestrated by the diluting of America's values by our educators, who are telling our kids, the curriculum next semester is going to teach 5-year-olds better masturbation techniques. I'm not making this shit up. And all of this is to take away the nuclear family and the importance of the nuclear family. Remember, anything that had structure has been dismantled by these communists. We all stood and said the Pledge of Allegiance every morning at school. We don't do that now. That's considered a statist, a nationalist, some fucking, who knows, racist. No prayer in school. Nothing. We don't say excuse me when we bump into people. We don't open doors for women because that makes us sexist. You understand? I mean, and we wonder why there's mass shootings going on. And I know I'm covering a lot of topics, but the mass shootings that have taken place in America didn't take place when I was a kid, and we had the same amount of fucking guns that we've always had in America. Everybody's always been heavily armed in America. So what changed? What changed was our value system. Little punk kids are beating the fuck out of teachers in school. Go watch it on YouTube. Look at the destruction of our free speech. Speaking of YouTube, they fucking take down any video and try to shut down any channel they don't agree with, and mine included. Okay, so that's what happened. You throw fucking video games. These little kids, man, before they go to school, after an hour in the morning, while they're waiting for breakfast, they've already killed 6,000 digital fucking people on a video game, and it desensitizes. It fucking, the parents you can't even hit your fucking kids anymore. The kid will call a cop. You'll end up going to jail. I mean, this is what they want. They want destabilization. Then you disarm, and then you fucking take down the borders, and you got your little one world. And it all sounds like some major conspiracy, and I used to believe it was until I woke the fuck up. And I was like the hardest guy to wake up because I just didn't believe my country could do this shit. So in closing this long video, I'm just going to keep praying and hoping that the right thing happens. And the only thing that could happen that is right is that big name people, the Obama fucking gang, the Hillary Clinton gang, all of these motherfuckers get locked up. I mean, if I was President Trump, I would deploy the National Guard into the big cities. I would take over the fucking TV station and make an announcement. Ladies and gentlemen, this is coming from the White House, President. Hey, today's going to be a day where justice begins. And I've deployed the National Guard to keep violence at a minimum. Their violence will not be tolerated. You know, like this throwing shit at the cops and shooting cops. If you guys want to play that game, we're going to lay you fucking down. Because I've given an order to the commanders to fucking lay people down that stand up against fucking law and order. Because without law and order, you have nothing. And if you disagree with that, you're an idiot. You're a fucking idiot. So if I was him, I would deploy for a very short period of time. Not talking about martial law, but I'd have people in place if you needed it. And then I would fucking show on TV these motherfuckers that everybody worshipped on the left in orange jumpsuits fucking being ferried over to Guantanamo Bay to begin a military tribunal. No fucking juries, no nothing, none of these civilian cocksuckers. These fucking people had positions of authority, and they need to be held accountable. They need to be given a fair military trial, and they need to swing from a fucking rope. That's just the fucking way it is. Because if that doesn't happen, then every one of us knows with no uncertainty that there are two sets of laws in America now going forward. One for the elitist, scumbag cocksuckers, and one for us. And do they really expect us to just take that sitting down? I don't think so. Maybe I'm wrong. I hope not. Anyways, that's my rant, my little speech for the day. I'm sure the fucking Free Thought Police at YouTube will figure out a way to take this down. I'll put it up on BitChute, and I will come back and I'll put the link to my BitChute channel in this description, and I'll actually go update my other videos and try and copy it and paste it in the description there too. If for some reason you cannot find me at all, because these cocksuckers ban me for life, or the vans pull up and they execute me, whatever the fuck. Who knows? Who knows what these psycho fucking anti-American cocksuckers are capable of? Who knows? You know, I don't know. But I also have another channel, Falling Awake 1000. You know, that's kind of a not too active channel, but that's another way to find me. But yeah, it's disgusting, you know. I mean, I'm almost 60 years old, and it took me fucking almost all of the years I've been alive to even consider that our government might have had something to do with killing President Kennedy. That's how fucking slow I am, because I can't believe that the good guys are the bad guys. You know, I just can't believe it. But if there's one thing Obama showed me, the Obama years, and all of this shit going on with this impeach President impeach President Trump. Why do you suppose that's happening? These people are fucking panicking. They're panicking because, have you noticed who's gone silent? I don't see fucking Obama sticking his ugly fucking head up anymore. I don't see Hillary having seizures in the fucking driveway anymore. A lot of motherfuckers have gone silent. You know, Epstein's fucking in jail. Who knows what the fuck who knows what information he's gonna trade. I bet you're gonna see a lot of people start disappearing and fucking, you know. These people are running scared, so they're gonna do whatever the fuck it takes to make everybody believe that Trump is the fucking bad guy. And if anybody buys into that shit, they're fucking sheep. And they don't matter. If you believe that shit, you just don't matter. Go outside. But anyways, that's the video. I hope you guys are doing good. Don't despair. It's actually it's a happy thing when you think about it. It should be a happy thing because I think justice is going to prevail. What do you think? Leave me your thoughts in the comments. And if you're new to the channel, they're not usually this long, but they usually are this scattered. Please hit like and subscribe. Give me a share. And you guys stay safe. LMS Tactical, I'm out.